What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now I'm going to tell you something that you got to beware of. EA Sports is really out for blood, and they're doing a lot of wild stuff. Now, granted, they are putting out better cards, but a lot of what they're doing is seeing how much money they can make until the launch of 26. I'm not telling you not to do what you want to do. I'm just giving you guys some suggestions, as I always do. So you can listen if you want. If not, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things that have happened and what they've been doing with the cards. I had to raid sell Ronnie Lott. All right, now if you guys understand the way the game works, there's certain players that just play well, and then there's players that suck. Now this golden ticket is trash. All right, I lost about, I guess, 700k on his card, and I looked at it after they updated it, right? And I was like, yo, they gave him the avalanche, they gave him a lot of the stuff that, makes him a better card. But it's something about his card that he's just not good at middle linebacker. And it's as simple as that. Some cards will go in, they'll be pretty good, and you'll be, all set. Some cards will just be terrible. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on in the catalog, and then you guys can figure out what you want to do. But just remember, there are a ton of golden tickets that haven't yet dropped, and you may be able to get a better one if you're just patient. It looks like they're going to be doing 2 drops a week, so you may be able to, sooner than later get the card that you actually want. All right, so number one, right, this guy right here, I told you guys yesterday when he was at 5 mil to get rid of him. All right, his card is not good simply for the fact that Most is useless for most of the game. You can throw up a prayer, but it's not the way it was when it first came out. And I got numerous reports of him dropping the ball continuously. So for those of you guys that got to sell him when you first, pulled him, and you came to my stream and you asked me, and I'm like, yo, I looked at his card, I think it's garbage, get rid of him. You guys were very happy because it dropped 2 million coins, or maybe 3 in one day. And that's because of the fact that he's useless after the Moss ability can't be used. Because remember, the KOs are supreme. The KOs in this game are actually better than the last 4 or 5 Maddens. Like, they really knock the ball out all the time. That's why you have to understand, when I'm mossing people, it's a science, bro. Like, I understand what I need to do and the abilities that you have and all that stuff. It doesn't really matter about Moss, though. So that's why his card dropped. So again, if you still have him, it's fine. He does get Vanguard for 1. That's probably the only plus. But if you can't really utilize anything else, it's sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you really want to, have this card on your roster? Now, for those of you guys that may, you guys may say to me, yo, G, what if it's a really, close game and it's like 20 seconds left? He kicks the ball off, I do a fair catch, I get it at like the 20, whatever like that, right? And I just throw it and it's 55 plus yards. There is a 95% chance you're going to catch that ball even if he has his whole team on you. That's the only plus. But are you really going to spend, 3 million coins for that situation? I don't know if in May you can't find something else to run. That's just my opinion. All right. So that's one of the major scams that EA put out, because the Moss just attracts people. Because when it first came out, it was everything. Like, it was crazy. Now, not so much. All right. So stay away from that. I told you about Ronnie Lott. He doesn't even go. Ronnie Lott, honestly, he doesn't even jump for the football. Like, if somebody, you give him lurk artist or whatever, pick artist, whatever he gets, bro. When I had him out there in the field at linebacker, I actually just watched him, and the dude would just stand there, and a dude would just throw the ball right over his head every single play. So he's not good overall. Get rid of him. A pure scam. Giving him avalanche was just to try to attract us, and I tried him out. He's absolutely trash. All right. Another thing that I want you guys to be very, very, aware of, right? Michael Vick doesn't fumble. Okay, so this right here is very, very serious, just so you guys understand what's going on. You can run into Thor. Like, his hammer will be right there. He'll be beating you with it. Like, yo, bro, I got it. It don't matter, bro. I'm going to tell you something right now. Odin the Allfather, like, you could go fight him right now with this card. Nothing's going to happen. I played somebody with this card earlier. I did win the game, but I was hit sticking him the whole game. He didn't even think about fumbling. Now, before you say, yo, G, he has Truz. Look, bro, he got Truz. It doesn't matter if he has Truz. If you're hitting someone consistently with Avalanche and Enforcer Supreme, it wears them down. And I've made a lot of, running backs fumble. Philel, all of them that have Truz, it don't matter. If you keep hitting them, they're going to fumble. This man fumbled not once. So I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret, bro. He is right-handed, right? So that helps the situation. The only thing that makes him bad, he can't spin like the bigger boys. So it's still a scam. Because what are we doing, bro? Michael Vick back in, 19? He had a spin. He could spin the whole world. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, the whole globe, like everything, just spin it. You can't spin now. It's all about the bigger, heavier guys that are taller, stuff like that. It's all messed up. So I would, if you just want to run into dudes and not care what happens, go for it. But I would probably say Joe Milton would probably be the better card because he can spin based on his stats and his height, right? So this would make more sense. So don't really look at the name of Vick. I understand it's Michael Vick. We all love Vick. Go back to Madden 04. It's not that time anymore. So this right now, for the next couple months that we'll be playing Madden, you're looking for tall people that have agility. Or, spin if they're different positions, whatever. He would be the better option. So don't go with the gimmick of Michael Vick. Again, my opinion, if you're looking to try to figure out which route to go. All right? I think that covers most of the golden tickets. I want to talk to you specifically about Snoop Dogg, right? This right here is the wildest thing that EA has ever done. Now, if you guys don't know, Snoop Dogg was getting his card for a very, very long time, even before it was available in MUT. It's just that now they're giving everybody a chance to get his card. People were paying $10 million, not $10 million, 12 million MUT cards. Imagine paying $10 million for this card. But 10 million MUT coins for his card. His price is going to continue to drop, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. He drops the ball just like everybody else, right? But not only that, it's a weird situation to where he's kind of sort of better than the other dudes that get double me because he's a newer card. So if you guys are not aware, EA Sports will nerf cards when they drop other cards in that position. So what's going to happen is if you give it time, he's going to end up continuously dropping because they're going to drop other players that also have double me, that are taller and probably have better abilities than he does, outside of the double me. So this is something that people have been asking, G, his price is coming down. What do you think? Do you think I should get him? Like, what's the deal? I'm going to tell you this again, bro. You can do what you want. I wouldn't recommend it simply because I know for a fact that there are other golden tickets coming out that's going to be better than him. But you can decide what you really want. Do you want his dreads flying around? And they gave him a nice face scan, so that's pretty cool too. I would definitely say, that's what's up right there. But I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys, I wouldn't do it. I would probably buy him for like $4 million, something like that. But the 7 and the 8s and the 9 and the 10s is just not going to work out. It's just not going to happen. Now, for those of you guys, I made you guys wait till the end of the video because I want to see who really stayed. You guys have been asking about the free cards and the upgrade tokens for the real deal players. EA switched what was in the store to ability tokens. So you can no longer max out both players. Even if you do the whole field pass, you're not going to have enough of the tokens. The only reason I was able to take advantage and get Anthony Anderson and the other real deal player was because of the fact that I was able to go ahead and get upgrade champion tokens in the store. There's really no other way around it. And I know it's unfortunate. I understand that. It is probably pretty bad that they did that to you guys. But when I put the videos out, I try to get it out as fast as possible. And also when I'm live streaming, I try to make sure you guys understand what's going on. Because this guy, the free card, he takes a lot of those tokens. So I was able to get that done. You have the challenges, you had the stuff in the store, and they were giving out the upgrade, champion tokens. So I was like, oh, this has to be a glitch because why would they do that? Because these cards are really good. Why would they give us all these good cards? And the honest answer to the question is they messed up. And it was only supposed to be the ability token, which is the last part of both of the upgrade paths. So if you weren't able to upgrade it, the bad news is unless they decide to put it back in the store, you're not going to be able to upgrade both players, the one from the challenges and the actual free welcome pack player. So I just wanted to make sure I got that into the video. If you stayed and listened to the whole thing, you'll know. If not, you'll probably still be wondering why I got all the free cards maxed out and you can't. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Happy Mother's Day to you and yours. Until next time, one love, y'all.